Okay guys, we're going to start with this box right down here. The first step is really easy. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to line up your ruler or straight edge with the corner of the box and then this dot in the middle. And then you're just going to draw a line. The dot in the middle is called the vanishing point, and all of your diagonal lines are going to slope towards the vanishing point. So you're going to do this with every single corner. And then you should have something like this. It looks almost kind of like a sideways pyramid. So then this is where it gets a little bit trickier. You have to go in and mimic this shape, except for smaller and higher on the page. So the easiest way to do that is go line by line instead of trying to draw another square. So I look at this line, and I know that I need another copy of this line that is shorter and higher on the page. So this line is perfectly horizontal, and it connects to this line and this line. So I'm going to draw another perfectly horizontal line that connects to this line and this line. Then I'm going to go to this side. So I have a perfectly vertical line that connects again to this line and then to this line. So I'm going to draw another perfectly vertical line that connects this line and this line. It also needs to connect to the back of the box that I've started here with the first line. It is really easy to mess this up by making your lines just slightly slanted. A lot of people want to go like this, or I see this even more, like this. You want to make sure that it is perfectly vertical. It's parallel to your original line and parallel to the sides of the paper. Oops. Okay, and then I need to mimic this line down here. So it's touching this one and this one. So I'm going to draw a perfectly horizontal line that connects this line to this line, because that's what the front of the box is doing. All the way across to this line. And then the last line is going to mimic this one, which is connecting this line and this line. So I follow those lines back and do another perfectly vertical line right here. And so that makes an exact copy of this box back here. So it is smaller and it is higher on the page, which is how we know that it is farther away. Once you have this, you just need to go in and start erasing. It's usually easiest to start erasing from the front first. So everything that is inside this square that was printed on the paper, I'm going to erase. And then I'm going to go to the top, and I'm going to erase everything inside the top. And then I'm going to go down here to this side. Once you're done erasing everything that's inside the box, you can erase these little trailing lines that you don't need anymore. And then I'm just going to use a pen and trace over these lines so that you can see it a little bit more and you don't see my eraser marks. You won't have to do this. I'm just doing this for the purpose of demonstration. And there you have a box. You've got the front, side, and top. You don't see the bottom, the back, or the other side anymore because this is a solid box. It is not see-through. If you're making this out of wire or glass or something, then you would be able to see through the box. But because this is solid, you can't see through the box. So now I'm just going to do the same thing for all of these other boxes. Feel free to slow this down or pause if you need to. Now in this example, you can actually see the bottom of the box, but not the top. In the first example, you could see the top, but not the bottom. That is because the first example is below the horizon line and the vanishing point, which is basically how tall you are. This is your eyesight here. And then this one is above. So this one is taller than you, so you can see the bottom of it. This one is shorter than you, so you can see the top of it. This one, you notice I erased almost everything that I did. Everything that was inside here ended up getting erased. As you get better at this, you will start to understand from the beginning which things are going to stick around and which things you actually don't even need to draw in the first place. If I was drawing this one, really all I had to do were these vanishing point lines and then this line right here. Because this one is taller than me, meaning its top is above the vanishing points. But it's also, the bottom of it is lower than me. So I can't see the top of it or the bottom. All I can see is the front and the side. And like I say, you'll start to figure out what you're going to see of each object and what you actually need to draw. And you'll start learning to not draw the unnecessary things. Okay, this one is a little bit complicated, and I see people mess this one up a lot. Because these are so close right here, these lines are really close together, a lot of times people want to go like this, but that isn't correct. It has to be, because it has to mirror this one, it has to be a perfectly vertical line, which looks kind of weird until you're done with the whole thing, and then it starts to come together.
Here we go.